Hello friends and felines, and welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're venturing on my channel for the first time today. Today's video is going to be part 3 of reasons why I hate myself. And if you've seen parts 1 and 2, then you definitely know what I'm talking about. If not, you should probably go watch those first, so they will be linked in this video. But today's video is going to be a quick little review and makeup look using the Blood Money palette, as well as a couple of life updates. So if you guys are curious on what type of makeup look I create today, then definitely keep on watching. I'm going to go ahead and apologize for my lack of Christmas decor. I have a Christmas present and a little stuffed animal, and that is my Christmas decorations as of right now. We actually don't have any besides a Christmas countdown calendar, which is my fiance's, and it's in the other room, and that's his. I don't touch it. It's like his childhood decoration that he's had since he was a kid, so that's his. But we moved into this apartment 2 years ago, and it was around Christmas time, so we didn't get any Christmas decorations, and now we are moving again. So we obviously don't want to buy a bunch of Christmas decorations because we're going to be moving at the end of this month, which is really exciting, and I'll get more into that later. So as you can see, I already have a lot of my base makeup already completed, and that's because I didn't want to scare you guys with what's going on underneath the makeup. I went with a full coverage foundation today using Juvia's Place, and yeah, you guys don't want to see the breakout that's happening. It's like period breakout, and it's the worst I've ever had. It's almost like cystic acne, which I never get, so it was gross. But I also have been getting a lot of influencer boxes. I've actually gotten 4 different boxes. So in one of my boxes, I got the Kevin Aquan contour book. So that's what I used today. This is what the inside looks like. So you've got your sculpting, light, medium, and dark. You've got like this bronzing blush thing. It goes from like really light to really dark, so you can kind of have a gradient going, or you can focus on one side or the other. And then there are 2 highlights down here. I was so excited to be getting kind of Kevin Aquan makeup because obviously he is a very famous makeup artist and like really good at his job. He's just amazing. I was a little worried because I started going in the sculpting shades for contour, and I know contour shades are supposed to be cooler, but it almost seemed a little gray. I think I balanced it out with putting a bronzer on top as well as using the Vanish shade right up here. But yeah, it was really like cool and like almost ashy on me, which was weird. It was very gray. It looked like I was putting like charcoal on my face. But once I balanced it out with some warmth and some bronzer, I think it really came together. I think it's actually like a good powder for contouring and reshaping your face. The blush was definitely really pretty. Like this side just looks amazing. And then we've got the little bit of highlighter right there. And then also later in this video, we're going to be trying out the Kevin Aquan Volume Mascara. So that is something also exciting to be trying out. I also have a couple of other influencer boxes coming, so I'm really excited for those. If you guys don't know what influencer is, I can leave like a description down of it below, but you basically go on this app and you do a bunch of reviews, and sometimes you get sent free stuff in the mail, and you just post about it and do reviews on the stuff you get, and it's like really cool. There's like no payment or anything, so something to check out if you guys are interested. All right, so enough blabbering on. Let's go ahead and get into the Blood Money palette. This is the packaging right here. You can see part of the packaging opening right here, and this is what the actual box looks like. I didn't go too crazy with this collection. I just went ahead and got the palette because honestly the rest of the collection was kind of like meh. Alright, and there is the Blood Money component. It is super cute. I actually really like this. I'm not a fan of leather or skin or faux leather skin or whatever, but it's got a crocodile fake skin to it with the gold plating on it. It's honestly like super cute. So that is the inside of the palette. I was watching his reveal video, and when I first saw him open the palette, I was kind of like, oh. But then he started swatching some of the shades, and they actually look really interesting. It definitely looks different in person than it does on video, but we're gonna go ahead and try to play around with some of these today. I was excited for a couple of the mint shades, but I don't know how mint they're gonna look in the pan, at least. I don't know how they're gonna look on the eyes, but overall, I'm gonna be using this palette a lot more than say the Blue Blood palette because I actually like doing green eyeshadow looks even though I have green eyes. At least personally to me, and I've said this before, I don't think blue eyeshadow looks very good on my complexion or with my eye color, so I barely touch the Blue Blood palette, so I think I'm going to be using Blood Money a little bit more, because I really do like how green eyeshadow looks on me. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes and zoom you guys in and try to come up with a makeup look using this palette. So I went ahead and started swatching some of the shades to see where I want to go, and actually found that Make It Rain and Self Made are very, very similar shades. So Make It Rain is right there and Self Made is right there. So on my hands, this is Make It Rain and this is Self Made. Like obviously Self Made is deeper than Make It Rain, but it's almost the same undertone, just a little bit deeper. So we're going to start off with going in with those two shades first. I think I want to do a cut crease today, at least attempt one. So I'm going to put this kind of high up onto my brow bone and then hopefully leave enough space to make a cut crease today. Getting that shape already, keeping this pretty high up because where I'm going to cut my crease is right there, and I want to like drag it out a little bit and buff it on the edges to just give it a little bit more of a dramatic look. I want to go with a dramatic cut crease today, and I don't care if it's going to be messy on my lid, just so we can clean that up with concealer later. So now I'm just going to go into a smaller brush in the shade Self Made, put that in the crease, and hopefully it will be a little bit more of a difference so that way it adds some depth to it. I like this smaller brush. This is the Sigma pencil brush. That way I can just like really place exactly where I want the shade to go and then I can buff it out later. So that is pretty much the shape we're going for. Now I'm just going to cut the crease, even though there's not much on my lid, just to get it a nice clean line. So I'm going to use the Morphe M410 brush, which is a really good flat brush. Good for cutting the crease or carving out brow bones, and I'm just going to go with my P. Louise base. Alright, so now I think I'm going to go in with Emerald Estate right here and just put this all over the lid. Then I think I kind of want to do a pretty dramatic black wing and then maybe a little bit of a red accent glitter liner, but we shall see. I'm going to start off using my finger and then kind of go in with the brush and see how it works just to get it into like the inner corner and make sure it's a nice clean line. Ooh, that is a pretty green. This shade right here literally reminds me of like the Emerald City in Wizard of Oz. So that it says Emerald Estate is a pretty good name for it. So that's exactly what this reminds me of. Alright, I'm going to use a flat brush now just to make it nice and clean. It's still going on with the brush, just not as easily. I could spray my brush if I wanted to because there is a little bit of fallout happening, but I don't feel like it. Alright, so luckily that fallout has just flicked right off, so that's good. Alright, so now we're going to go in with a dramatic black wing liner, so we're going to go in with the House Laboratories liner. Alright, so there's our wing. I'm going to go ahead and smudge Make It Rain and Self Made, the same shades we used up here, on the lower lash line really quick. So then in this very, very outer corner, I'm going to go in very lightly with the Black Card Limit shade, just to kind of connect it in with that wing on top. So then in my waterline, I'm actually going to go in with the Raw Beauty Kristi Color Pop Gel Liner. This is the Spare Time one. This video will actually be out next week, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye, and when I come back, I promise I will share some more info on our whole move-in situation, because I realize I've been kind of quiet and I haven't told you anything yet, so that's my bad, but I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and now both eyes are whatever they are. I definitely am not in love with this look. This eye looks a little bit better because I did go up a little bit higher at the wing. This side's looking a little bit Egyptian. Don't really think I could fix that right now without it completely being messed up, but maybe we'll just cover it up with some big lashes. I don't know, we'll see. So now for the inner corner highlight and maybe brow bone highlight, I'm going to go in with Divine Intervention right here, which is that like white with green reflect in it. I'm running out of brushes. I need to wash them. So now we're going to go in with that Divine Intervention shade and pop that right in the inner corner. Ooh, that's pretty. It definitely looks like white in the pan, but once you apply it, it's definitely like not white. It's like a light shimmery green. So yes, we are moving. We are moving to a 3-bedroom apartment right now. We are in a 1-bedroom, so it is kind of small, but there is a lot of storage in our current apartment. But the next place is like half a house. It is much bigger for only $20 more than what we're paying right now for our 1-bedroom apartment. Oh, that has a beautiful shift to it. Wow. So my friend from high school, her sister was living there and they ended up buying a house. So my friend was like, hey, don't know if you're interested in this. It's literally like 2 minutes from where we are right now. It's just down the road, so moving shouldn't be that difficult. But we are still renting a giant U-Haul truck so we can move all of our stuff. So like I said, we are moving at the end of the month. So like the 30th, 31st, you know, we're supposed to be spending New Year's Eve moving and rearranging into our new place, which I mean, there's no real parties going on New Year's, so like what else are we gonna be doing? And hopefully we'll be able to toast to the new year in our new apartment. There are 3 bedrooms, so we're obviously gonna have the master bedroom, and then one room is gonna be for me and my makeup stuff, and one room is gonna be the office for Jim, especially if he has to be working from home, because who knows what's going to be going on next semester in the new year, because he is a teacher, so he might be needing his own space so that he can do Zoom calls and all of that jazz. Alright, so I attempted to curl 1 set of lashes, and now we're going to go in with this Kevyn Aucoin Volume Mascara. I got this in the influencer box, and it's got a very nice thin wand right up here, so if you're not someone that likes giant huge wands, this is a good one for you, and it is like bristle, it's not plastic. So we're gonna see how this applies. This mascara is definitely adding length to my lashes and maybe a little bit of volume. There's a fly in my room. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but that's what the one side looks like with the mascara on compared to the other side. This wing is so bad. Like, this is like such an Egyptian wing. I don't know if I can fix it. Yeah, but I'm going to put mascara on the other side, see if I can fix this wing, and apply lashes, and we'll be right back to put on a red lip. Okay, I am back, and finally my lashes are on. I went in with the House of Lashes Iconic, which surprisingly I have never used before, but I think they're actually a little too small for my lashes, or they don't curve as much, and I had to play around with them a lot, and now my eyes are red, and it's just great. I did try to fix the wing a little bit. I lifted it up a little, but it's not the best. Moving on. So now finally for the lips, I'm going to go in with the red lip, and I'm going to go in with the shade Santa Sangre. I don't know, from KVD Vegan Beauty. I have one of her other Everlasting liquid lipsticks, but I think I've only ever used it once. So I always like comparing red lipsticks to try to find the perfect red lip, because everyone always says that they have the perfect red lipstick, but I don't think they actually do. And to try to make this as good as possible, I'm going to go in with the Jeffree Star lip liner in Cherry Wet, because it is a red shade, and hopefully it'll be close enough to this one, and hopefully I'll have a good set of clean lips and I don't overdraw them. I already feel like this lip liner is more pink than it is red. Alright, I'm not even gonna worry about the inner corners, because I'm just gonna be going over with red. And if you can hear stuff in the background, my fiance is starting to make dinner for me because he's great. Oh yeah, see, that's red. We'll just kind of cover up the lip liner like that never actually happened. That's as good as I'm gonna get it for my lips, and honestly, I love that red lipstick. Holy cow. I also realized I didn't go in with my lower lash mascara, so I'm gonna do that really quick. I am really liking this mascara, so... Also, with the whole moving thing, I might do some vlogs of packing and moving, and definitely decluttering and reorganizing my makeup once I get over there. Don't know when exactly that's gonna go up because I probably won't be filming for a while during this whole move. And I also need another like storage thing. I've got like the drawers that are like the knockoff version of IKEA drawers that you can get off Amazon. But yeah, I will definitely be doing like a tour of the new place and once we start decorating and all that stuff. So I'm not really much of a vlogger, but we'll see what happens. Holy cow, I don't think I've ever actually used this Everlasting liquid lipstick, but it's like super sticky right now. But I'm gonna go over with the gloss anyways. This is the Fenty Beauty Diamond Milk. This is just a staple gloss. I love this so much. See, it just adds a little bit of sparkle. All right, friends, I think that is today's look all complete. Let's go ahead and do the necessary montage and wrap this video up. Alright friends, that is today's look all complete. What do I think of Blood Money? Well, obviously I like the packaging. It's super cute even though I'm not a big fan of crocodile fake leather. Inside I've only played with a few shades. Make It Rain and Self Made seemed like they were the same shade at first, but they are definitely different once I played around with them more on the eyes. Emerald Estate is just gorgeous. I just put that all over the lid. And then I went with Divine Intervention, and it definitely looks white in the pan, but it's not. It's definitely green. It gives you that shift, which complements the look very nicely, but it's definitely not white. Overall, I didn't really have a plan for my eye look. I don't hate it, but I don't think it's my favorite eye look ever. And there are a bunch of other shades in here to play with, and I definitely want to try out some of the mint shades in here, as well as Money Heist. It's just such a weird shade. Can you not play with that? Thanks. Overall, I do like this look. It is very Christmassy and I'm feeling in the mood. Now we just need some snow because I feel like it doesn't feel like Christmas unless there's snow. Alright friends, that is everything for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this video, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you are notified every time I post a new video. Like a very Merry Christmas giveaway coming up very shortly. I love you guys, and if you subscribe to my channel, I welcome you to my Feline family. Bye! I gotta go fetch my cat that fell behind my cabinet.